Top 25 Project Scheduler Roles and Responsibilities, Interview Questions and Answers. A project scheduler plays a critical role in ensuring that projects are completed on time, within scope, and aligned with organizational goals. They are responsible for developing timelines, coordinating resources, monitoring progress, and mitigating delays. In today's competitive job market, interviewers focus on both technical scheduling expertise and soft skills, such as communication, problem-solving, and adaptability. Preparing for these interviews requires a clear understanding of scheduling tools, methodologies, and real-world challenges. Below are 25 commonly asked interview questions with detailed answers to help you confidently prepare and succeed in your project scheduler interview. 1. What are the key responsibilities of a project scheduler? A project scheduler is responsible for creating, maintaining, and updating project schedules to ensure timely completion of tasks. They collaborate with project managers, engineers, and stakeholders to define timelines, allocate resources, and identify dependencies. They track progress, analyze delays, and suggest corrective actions. Additionally, they prepare reports, monitor milestones, and ensure compliance with project goals. Strong communication and organizational skills are essential, as schedulers must coordinate across teams and manage multiple priorities. Their role is crucial in minimizing risks and ensuring the project stays on track. 2. How do you create a project schedule? Creating a project schedule starts with understanding the project scope and deliverables. I break down tasks using a work breakdown structure, WBS, identify dependencies, and estimate durations. Then, I allocate resources and define milestones. Using tools like Primavera or MS Project, I build the schedule and validate it with stakeholders. After approval, I monitor progress and update the schedule regularly. I also consider risks and build contingency buffers. This structured approach ensures clarity, accuracy, and adaptability throughout the project lifecycle. 3. What scheduling tools are you familiar with? I am experienced with tools such as Microsoft Project, Primavera P6, and Excel for scheduling and reporting. These tools help in task planning, resource allocation, and progress tracking. I also use dashboards and visualization tools to present data effectively. My familiarity with these tools allows me to create detailed schedules, analyze delays, and provide insights. I continuously update my skills to stay aligned with industry standards and improve efficiency in managing complex projects. 4. How do you handle project delays? When delays occur, I first identify the root cause by analyzing the schedule and dependencies. I communicate with stakeholders to understand constraints and explore solutions. I may adjust timelines, reallocate resources, or implement fast-tracking or crashing techniques. Keeping stakeholders informed is essential to maintain transparency. I also update the schedule and monitor progress closely to prevent further delays. Proactive planning and risk management help minimize the impact of delays on overall project success. 5. What is the critical path method? The critical path method, CPM, is a scheduling technique used to identify the longest sequence of dependent tasks that determine the project duration. Tasks on the critical path have no slack, meaning any delay directly affects the project timeline. By focusing on these tasks, I can prioritize resources and ensure timely completion. Understanding CPM helps in optimizing schedules, managing risks, and improving efficiency. It is an essential tool for effective project planning and execution. 6. How do you prioritize tasks in a project? I prioritize tasks based on their importance, deadlines, and dependencies. Critical tasks that impact the project timeline are given top priority. I also consider resource availability and stakeholder requirements. Using scheduling tools, I analyze task relationships and adjust priorities accordingly. Regular communication with the team ensures alignment. This approach helps maintain focus on key deliverables and ensures smooth project execution. 7. How do you manage multiple projects simultaneously? Managing multiple projects requires strong organization and time management skills. I use scheduling tools to track progress across projects and prioritize tasks based on urgency. Clear communication with stakeholders helps in setting realistic expectations. I also allocate resources efficiently and monitor workloads to avoid burnout. Regular reviews and updates ensure that all projects stay on track and meet deadlines. 8. What is float or slack in scheduling? Float, or slack, refers to the amount of time a task can be delayed without affecting the overall project timeline. There are two types: total float and free float. Understanding float helps in identifying flexibility within the schedule. It allows me to optimize resources and manage risks effectively. By monitoring float, I can ensure that critical tasks remain on track while utilizing available flexibility in non-critical tasks. 9. How do you ensure schedule accuracy? I ensure schedule accuracy by validating data, consulting with team members, and reviewing historical project data. Regular updates and progress tracking help identify discrepancies early. I also conduct schedule reviews and use forecasting techniques. Clear communication and documentation ensure alignment with stakeholders. This approach minimizes errors and improves reliability. 10. How do you communicate schedule updates? I communicate schedule updates through regular reports, meetings, and dashboards. I tailor communication based on the audience, ensuring clarity and relevance. Visual tools like Gantt charts help in presenting information effectively. Transparency is key to building trust and ensuring alignment among stakeholders. 11. What is a Gantt chart? A Gantt chart is a visual project management tool that displays tasks along a timeline, showing start and end dates, durations, and dependencies. It helps project schedulers track progress, identify overlaps, and monitor deadlines. Each task is represented as a horizontal bar, making it easy to understand the project flow. Gantt charts improve communication by providing a clear overview to stakeholders. They also help identify delays and adjust schedules accordingly. By using Gantt charts, I ensure better planning, coordination, and transparency throughout the project lifecycle, which ultimately contributes to successful project delivery. 12. How do you handle resource constraints? Handling resource constraints requires strategic planning and prioritization. I first identify critical tasks that directly impact project deadlines. Then, I analyze workload distribution to ensure no team member is overburdened. If shortages persist, I explore options such as rescheduling tasks, outsourcing, or requesting additional resources. Communication with stakeholders is essential to adjust expectations. I also use forecasting tools to anticipate constraints early. By maintaining flexibility and proactive planning, I ensure that resource limitations do not significantly impact the project's progress or overall success. 13. What is risk management in scheduling? Risk management in scheduling involves identifying potential risks that could impact project timelines and developing strategies to mitigate them. I begin by analyzing possible risks such as resource shortages, technical issues, or external factors. Then, I assess their likelihood and impact, prioritizing the most critical ones. I create contingency plans and include buffer time in the schedule to handle uncertainties. Continuous monitoring allows me to address risks promptly. Effective risk management ensures that projects remain on track and minimizes disruptions, ultimately improving the chances of successful and timely project completion. 14. How do you track project progress? Tracking project progress involves comparing actual performance against the planned schedule. I use tools like dashboards, progress reports, and scheduling software to monitor task completion and milestones. Regular team updates help me gather accurate data. I also analyze key performance indicators such as schedule variance and completion rates. If deviations occur, I investigate the causes and implement corrective actions. Clear communication with stakeholders ensures transparency. This systematic approach allows me to maintain control over the project and ensures that any issues are addressed promptly. 15. What is baseline scheduling? Baseline scheduling refers to the original approved version of the project schedule, which serves as a reference point for measuring progress and performance. It includes planned start and finish dates, milestones, and resource allocations. Once established, the baseline is used to compare actual progress and identify deviations. I rely on baseline schedules to track performance, analyze delays, and make informed decisions. Maintaining a clear baseline ensures accountability and helps stakeholders understand project status. It is an essential tool for effective project control and performance evaluation throughout the project lifecycle. 16. How do you manage stakeholder expectations? Managing stakeholder expectations involves clear communication, transparency, and realistic planning. I begin by understanding stakeholder needs and defining clear project goals. Regular updates through reports and meetings keep stakeholders informed about progress and any changes. If challenges arise, I communicate them early and propose solutions. Setting realistic timelines and avoiding overpromising is crucial. I also ensure that feedback is considered and incorporated where possible. By building trust and maintaining open communication, I align stakeholder expectations with project realities, ensuring smoother execution and stronger professional relationships. 17. What is schedule compression? Schedule compression is a technique used to shorten the project timeline without reducing the project scope. Common methods include fast tracking, where tasks are performed in parallel, and crashing, where additional resources are added to critical tasks. I carefully evaluate risks before applying these techniques, as they can increase costs or complexity. Proper planning and analysis are essential to ensure that quality is not compromised. Schedule compression is particularly useful when deadlines are tight, and it helps in meeting project goals efficiently while maintaining control over resources and deliverables. 18. How do you handle scope changes? Handling scope changes requires careful evaluation and communication. I first assess how the change will impact the project schedule, resources, and budget. Then, I discuss these impacts with stakeholders and seek approval before making adjustments. I update the schedule to reflect the new scope and ensure that all team members are informed. Proper documentation is essential to maintain clarity and accountability. By managing scope changes systematically, I prevent confusion, minimize disruptions, and ensure that the project remains aligned with its objectives and timelines. 19. What is earned value management? Earned value management, EVM, is a project performance measurement technique that integrates scope, schedule, and cost. It compares planned work with actual progress to assess project performance. Key metrics include planned value, earned value, and actual cost. I use EVM to identify variances and forecast future performance. It helps in detecting issues early and making informed decisions. By analyzing these metrics, I can determine whether the project is on track or requires corrective actions. EVM provides valuable insights that enhance project control and improve overall efficiency. 20. How do you ensure team collaboration? Ensuring team collaboration involves fostering open communication and creating a supportive work environment. I organize regular meetings to discuss progress, challenges, and updates. Using collaboration tools allows team members to share information easily. I encourage feedback and ensure that everyone understands their roles and responsibilities. Resolving conflicts promptly is also important to maintain harmony. By promoting teamwork and transparency, I enhance productivity and ensure that all team members work towards common project goals effectively. 21. What is dependency in scheduling? Dependency in scheduling refers to the relationship between tasks where one task relies on the completion of another. Common types include finish to start to start, finish to finish, and start to finish dependencies. Understanding these relationships is crucial for creating accurate schedules. I carefully map dependencies to ensure proper task sequencing and avoid delays. By analyzing dependencies, I can identify critical paths and potential risks. This helps in optimizing workflow and ensuring that the project progresses smoothly without unnecessary interruptions. 22. How do you handle tight deadlines? Handling tight deadlines requires efficient planning, prioritization, and focus. I identify critical tasks and allocate resources accordingly. Breaking down tasks into manageable steps helps improve efficiency. I also use techniques like schedule compression when necessary. Clear communication with the team ensures everyone understands the urgency. Monitoring progress closely allows me to address issues quickly. Staying organized and maintaining a proactive approach helps me meet deadlines without compromising quality. This approach ensures successful project delivery even under time constraint. 23. What is milestone tracking? Milestone tracking involves monitoring key events or checkpoints in a project timeline. Milestones represent significant achievements, such as phase completions or deliverables. I use milestones to measure progress and ensure that the project is on track. Tracking milestones helps identify delays early and allows for timely corrective actions. It also provides a clear overview for stakeholders. By focusing on these critical points, I ensure better control over the project and maintain alignment with overall objectives. 24. How do you improve scheduling efficiency? Improving scheduling efficiency involves continuous learning and process optimization. I use advanced scheduling tools to automate tasks and reduce manual errors. Analyzing past projects helps identify areas for improvement. I also focus on clear communication and proper documentation to avoid misunderstandings. Regular reviews and updates ensure accuracy. By adopting best practices and staying updated with industry trends, I enhance efficiency and ensure smoother project execution. 25. Why is scheduling important in project management? Scheduling is essential in project management because it provides a structured plan for completing tasks within a defined time frame. It helps allocate resources efficiently, track progress, and identify potential risks. A well-developed schedule ensures that all team members understand their responsibilities and deadlines. It also improves communication and coordination among stakeholders. Without proper scheduling, projects may face delays, cost overruns, and inefficiencies. By maintaining a clear schedule, I ensure that projects are completed successfully, meeting both time and quality expectations. Preparing for a project scheduler interview requires a deep understanding of scheduling principles, tools, and real-world problem-solving techniques. Employers look for candidates who can effectively manage timelines, handle challenges, and communicate clearly with stakeholders. By practicing these questions and answers, you can build confidence and demonstrate your expertise during the interview. Remember, success in this role depends not only on technical skills, but also on your ability to adapt, collaborate, and think strategically. With the right preparation, you can stand out as a strong candidate and secure your desired position in project scheduling.